time, weather, and...
Hello and welcome to Driving with Todd. And I'm Todd. It's Monday and we're going to do a request. This request comes in from my reaction and comparison of The Loved Ones versus In Excess doing the song The Loved One. The YouTuber making the request goes by the name of Once Was R. Strathfield. Once Was writes me quite often about different bands that I've never heard of before from Australia and recommends some really good songs. I've reacted to quite a number of Once Was's requests. Well, let me read this request. It goes, 2 very good Loved One clips. Both of these are 2 minutes long. Maybe doing both in one video would save us all from waiting. The Loved Ones, Sad Dark Eyes. Just copy this and paste it in. And then another one, The Loved Ones, Lovin Man, HQ Remastered. So I know what 2 videos that I'm going to be taking a look at. And yeah, we're going to do both of them. They're about 2 minutes, one right after the other. It might be kind of neat. Now, I'm going to do them in the opposite order. I'm going to do The Loved Ones, Lovin Man first, because that actually came out before Sad Dark Eyes. Not that I know anything about the group The Loved Ones, but there is some information about this group in Wikipedia. So, the song Lovin Man was released in July of 1966 by Loved Ones, and it was their second single in Australia. It reached number 7 on the Go Set National Top 40 Singles chart. The other single that we're going to take a look at, Sad Dark Eyes, was released in February of 1967, and that peaked at number 20 in Australia. So, those are 2 songs we're going to hear. Anxious to hear them. I know I really did like the song The Loved One by The Loved Ones. It was some really good 60s rock and roll. So here we go with The Loved Ones, first doing Lovin Man. Okay, but a minute, not quite a minute into the song, the lead vocalist kind of changes it up. He's first singing kind of in a deeper voice, and then he hits a really high-pitched change up in his voice. I didn't expect that at all. That was really a change up. Also, I'm listening to this and I'm going, boy, this sounds like something very unique from the 60s. This came out in 1966. They're really doing their own thing here, because I can't think of another band that sounds like this. I had said, I believe when I did The Loved Ones, that they reminded me of a different band, but it was how the vocalist was actually singing. This is really unique. Let's keep on going.
Loving man, I don't need your loving. I don't want your loving. I won't have your loving. Oh, baby, no more. Bring it all back, baby. Everything we did was wrong. Leave it where you found it. Home, baby, please be gone. Dreams are easy, but baby, understand. I want so very hard for you to leave your ever-loving man. Forget everything, oh, everything you meant to be, baby. Words are easy, but I leave you in your misery.
that was cool. I like that song. Like the organ in there. When I'm listening to this, I'm going, wow, there's an organ in there, and it's really up front. And so I mean that was unique about this. Not a lot of groups in the '60s. That little Eric Burden, or not Eric Burden, but the Animals had a lot of keyboards in their music. But other than that, there wasn't a lot of bands that were so up front with the keyboards. So I thought that was kind of cool. Nice bass guitar. The drum rhythm was nice. A little bit of guitar, but this guy's voice is just really cool. How he's just kind of going melodically with kind of a deeper voice, and then all of a sudden he just explodes in this high type of voice. Kind of reminded me a little bit of Ian Gillan of Deep Purple. That's what, as I'm listening to him and he goes into that high pitched portion of the vocals, I'm going, Ian Gillan. That's what I'm thinking about, Ian Gillan. Ian Gillan before there was an Ian Gillan. But this was really cool. I did like this a lot. Good song. I mean, it was really kind of a cool song. But like I said, when he went into that high pitch, it was like, wow, I'm not expecting that at all. Well, let's go to the next one and see what they've done. If within, well, this came out in July of '66. The next song came out in February of '67. If they changed up their sound at all. Okay, this is the Loved Ones, Sad Dark Eyes.
Sad dark eyes and your gypsy face, with your Spanish face, with your words like rounds and your voice like baby, I want to kiss your burning mouth, your sad dog eyes, you close like so. Darling baby, say that you'll be
Okay, he can hold a note, that's for sure. Wow. I don't know how long that was, but he was just holding that note forever. He did that kind of twice. He did that earlier on as well. Now, this one sounds more like mid-'60s rock to me. This one is more of that traditional sound that I would consider hearing in the mid-'60s, like 66, 60, going into 67. So this is as different as what the first one, Never Love a Man, was, but it's still really good. I mean, I just love this sound. I mean, I'm a big fan of mid '60s rock from the UK, and so this kind of, I get it, they're from Australia, but it has that feel almost of the UK rock that made it so big here in the United States in this time period. But I like what I'm hearing. Again, there's a lot of keyboard in here, which I think is really kind of cool for that time period to have that much keyboard. Let's keep on going. Wow. Okay, so what's really unique about that song is that long note. He does that like 3 times in the song. That's very unique. I don't think I've ever heard anything like that from rock music from the mid '60s. That was pretty unique. But otherwise, I thought it was a good song again. I really like the sound of the Loved Ones. It's just very it's simplistic because you just have the guitars, the drum, the keyboard, and the vocalist. You don't have a lot of overdubbing of like strings. You don't have like a chorus on the refrain. It's just the prime group doing their music, and I think that's what's really cool about a lot of the mid '60s bands was the low level production that they had on their songs. I think that's what made it special. Kind of like the Trogs. You listen to the Trogs Wild Thing album, and it's very very much an album where it's very it's just a band, and they're just doing their thing. There's not a lot of overproduction on the music, and that's what I see with the Loved Ones, and I think that's why I like them so much. I'm not always that. I mean, I like all styles. I like all styles of music. I like all different types of production, but I do like it when they're very organic like this. They're very organic. They're just doing their thing with the people they have in the band. So this is pretty cool. Sad Dark Eyes, really liked it. I mean, the standout on that was that long note that the lead singer was doing 3 times in the song. Not sure exactly what that was, but I thought it was kind of cool that he could hold that note that long. And then Ever Lovin' Man, that was very, very cool. So different from a lot of the mid '60s music. They were kind of doing their own thing in that song. I liked it where he's singing just kind of, normal, a little deeper voice, and then he just takes off and he gets that high pitched voice. Very unique style in that song. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed the Loved Ones. Good recommendations again. This is kind of a cool band. I like what I've heard so far. Now I've heard 3 songs by the Loved Ones, and they're all very different from each other, but they're all really good songs. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, hit that like button. That really appreciate it. If you have any comments on the Loved Ones, the song Sad Dark Eyes, or Ever Lovin' Man, put in the comments below. That'd be really appreciated. Now I'm going to take a link to both videos and put it in my description below. And I didn't mention much about the videos, so I'll do that right now. I like both videos. I'm a big fan too of these mid '60s videos that are in black and white. I just like the black and white tone. It really kind of like sets the mood for the music itself. And they're both fairly simplistic. The first one, Ever Lovin' Man, they're just kind of standing there doing the song. I mean, there was no microphones or anything, but they had their instruments and they're kind of doing the lip sync to the song. But it was cool. I mean, I love that because you get to see the band performing one of their songs. And then Sad Dark Eyes, it looks like they were kind of trying to get into a movie set or something, where you had the director and then you had, I don't know, somebody who was kind of maybe watching along with them, and that the Loved Ones, they were kind of playing for them and saying, hey, look at us. We want to be in the movies. So that was kind of cool that it was a little bit different. But again, you get to see the organic band playing the song. And I think that's what I like about these videos, watching the band and then listening to the music. So like I said, I'm going to take a link to each of these videos and put it in my description below, and a link to the channel that uploaded them. I believe it's the same channel. So I'm going to be putting that into my description below as well. Now, have you subscribed to Driving with Todd? If you haven't, why don't you do it right now? You have my video still open. Just go below the video and hit subscribe and be making me very happy. If you go over here and ring the bell, you'll get updates to my latest videos. So good recommendation again. This is some good music. These are things that, in the U.S., we've probably never heard of these groups before. And so it's eye-opening to me, all the different groups that came out of Australia and that we had never heard of before. But have a little bit different sound than what we would be used to listening to in that same time period. So I really appreciate that. So I put a big smile on my face. I'm hoping to put a big smile on your face. And peace out, baby.